Great. So in this session, as I did in the last one, that's why I wanted to know how many folks attended the last session. I'm going to do a very brief overview of Collaborate. That's the web conferencing tool that we're using right now. So we'll do a brief overview of that. Then we're going to go into the Ultra course design approach. And then we'll see an overview of the Ultra navigation and the Ultra course, learn how to create some content, and then have time for some questions. So the first thing that I'd like you to notice on your own screens, first of all, I'll bring you to the kind of the midsection to the left, where there's the little person. That's your My Settings. If you actually click on that, you should be able to change your picture there. You can set your status as a way. You can agree, disagree. So if everyone can just click on that, find that area in My Settings, and then just give a thumbs up or a happy face once you find that. You could even put your picture there if you have a picture handy. That'd be great. Rory, I got a thumbs up from you. And we have smiley faces. Awesome. Nice job. And then to the right of that, obviously you have your mic. It is a best practice if you're running a class and you have 10 or 15 students there to have the mics muted and the one person that's talking to have the mic on. One or two people or even like Yes?
Just wanted to point out that when you set up the session as a moderator, you can set it up so that their mics are already muted.
Oh, right. Good point. So when you're a moderator, right now everyone is in as a student. But if I were to make you a moderator, you would have that ability to turn off folks' microphones. And you can do that when you initially set up the session.
Yeah.
Great, and then you can see your video is off to the right of the mic. And then you also have the ability to raise and lower your hand. So if a student had a question, you can kind of look at all the raised hands afterwards. So today you probably won't be using it. Just feel free to use the chat or feel free to chime in. And then you'll notice on the upper left hand, there are 3 lines. That's your session menu, where you can get help. You can log out. That's actually where I go ahead and click recording the session, and that works out really well. So the next thing I wanted to show you is, I'm sure you all have your panel open because you're all in the chat room, and you'll see that very first icon, that's obviously the chat, and then the second one is where you can share content. And what you're seeing is more limited than what I'm seeing. I have the ability to share a blank whiteboard, to share the application screen, and to share files. I also have polling, and then I can also set out breakout groups as an instructor. So you have a lot of options and different things that you can do with your class. And then the one over from that is the gear wheel. That's My Settings. You can set up your camera and microphone. You can use your phone for audio as well. You can see your speaker and microphone volumes. And then you have your notification settings. So you can customize all of that. And then you also have your session settings. And then when you hit that pink button, that panel will kind of slide to the side. So now, I want to bring your attention to the very top left. You have the annotation tools. So you have an arrow, you have the little finger pointing, and then you have a pencil. If everyone wants, let's just take 30 seconds, grab a pencil, write some text, draw some shapes, click on those things and just, draw away right here. Say hello, and we'll just take 30 seconds before I clear it. You just become familiar with that. You can also change the colors. Awesome. Did everyone get a chance to play around with it? So I have the ability to clear everything. So I'm going to do that. And if everyone could circle how they're feeling about using Collaborate in the classroom. Awesome. And Beth has joined. Fantastic. And I seem to be in some kind of a Zoom mode. Is everyone seeing my screen very, very large or not?
Nope, just looks normal.
That's normal. Huge. Does anyone here guys have any questions? Karen, anything else you want to add about Collaborate?
Me?
Yeah.
Not at the moment. It's available. It's we're gonna we'll have trainings. We'll have future trainings to really dive into it. It's a game changer. That's what I'd like to say. I think this tool is going to be a game changer on this campus.
Excellent. And I'm going to have you take over just for 1 second because I have to go in and go back out because I'm not sure what happened with this. Okay, so now you should be seeing my screen.
Yeah, looks good. I'm gonna mute now.
Fantastic. So what I'm showing you here, this is the Ultra navigation. This is the view that will be turned on in August for all your fall courses. Some folks will have the Ultra navigation with the original view, which I will show you what that looks like. Pretty much looks the exact same as your courses now. So you have that overlay, and then here are your Module 1, Module 2. That should all look the same with your course panel down below. So with Ultra, everything's on layers, so you simply hit the pink X. it layers it out. So the look and feel of Ultra, it's all black and purple or pink, whatever color you want to think of it, really is to just take away all the different design things that folks can do. So it streamlines it for students and it minimizes the amount of choices instructors have. So this base or Ultra navigation here, when anyone lands, you'll land on the institution page, which will have some pertinent links here for folks to go to. Next down is your personal information, so you can upload your office hours, your title, all of that good stuff. Your activity stream. This is across all courses. So this will show what's happening in all your courses, whether you're a student or whether you're an instructor. The next tab down, obviously, is courses. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go to organizations. Organizations is a place for different groups to meet. So rather than creating a classroom for a department meeting, you might want to create an organization, and that's where you can share information and whatnot. The next three tabs, your calendar, your messages, and your grades. Here on this particular navigation, those are global. So this calendar will show all of your course information, due dates for anything, all of your courses that you have. Same thing for students. And likewise with messages, you can view all of your messages here for your courses. In order to see the entire message though, you do need to click here. And then it will open up here. And they're working on, I think, making this so that it opens up to be a little bit bigger. And down from messages is your grades, so you can see your grading across all of your courses. And then we have the tools section, which probably the only thing that you're going to be interested in, I believe, is portfolios. So if you use portfolios, you could take a look and see what the portfolio section is all about, and happy to work with you on that as well. And I believe that's everything. Then you have your little sign out at the bottom. So I'm going to go up to my courses. That zoomed in for everybody. All right. And we're going to go to the Ultra view this time. So this is what the course looks like with the Ultra navigation in the Ultra view. So if we take a look at the left-hand navigation, you can see you have a roster, so you can see who's in your class, what their status is. And it also has accommodations, which is a new feature. And you can see, so if you had to give someone accommodations, it shows up right here.
And what's nice about the accommodations now is that you assign it to the student across all of your assignments. You don't have to go into every single assignment and set that accommodation for that student.
Correct. Yes, thank you. And that you can do that right here. You can do a due date or a time limit, and as Karen said, it goes across everything. And you can see them in a glance. So you don't have to continuously, every exam, every homework, every whatever, you don't have to do that. And then you have your course description, so you can add in your course description. And you simply just click on it and do that. Your course is open, so you can easily see. It's unlocked, students have access. Your course room, this is actually your Collaborate session. So every single course will have your own dedicated Collaborate course room, or you can set up sessions as well. You can mark attendance, and there are various, the overall or for a particular meeting. And then the gear wheel here, just click on that, and that allows you to customize. Announcements, so you have the ability to create announcements from here. It's kind of handy for that. and you can decide who it's going to go to. And I guess you can also schedule it in advance, so you have some flexibility there to set things up ahead. And this last tab here is called conversion exceptions. That's if you have a course set up already and we're copying over content. If you click on that, sometimes things don't come over exactly the way it should, so it kind of just gives you a heads up. Hey, this high priority, there are 2 items you might want to take a look at because it didn't come over exactly the way you wanted it to. And now along the upper right-hand side is your course navigation. Right here, this is my content, so I'm in course content. If I scroll to the right, I now am in my calendar, and this is specific to the course. So this is not across all my courses, this is just for this course. I have my discussion area where I can create discussions. One over from there is your gradebook. And there are several views to the gradebook. So you can have where you just have your items, and then if I click on this other view, I believe it has the students, and then all the assignments. You can easily add assignments by just clicking on the plus, and then you can modify the grading schema. You can add an overall grade. You can look at your course rubrics, and it's all kind of right there at the finger. It's not really buried deep. It's right there at your fingertips. Yeah. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you about, I know we talked a little bit about that. It's responsive in nature. It's to give you so you don't have to think about it a lot, I guess. And so I just minimized it. So hopefully this, I'm trying to mimic an iPad, I guess, or even something smaller if you go to a phone, right? What it looks like. You can see all the navigation is right here, so you just decide where you want to go. So that's another benefit of kind of this mobile version of Blackboard. So now I'm just going to do this bigger. Okay, so now here are my folders, just like I would. This could be week 1, unit 1, and then all of my assignments. If I want to collapse that, I do that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to just create some new content. So I'm just going to hit this plus, and when I do that, I have the ability to do several things. So the first thing I can do is create, and I can go ahead and create a folder. And one, you can make it visible or hide it from students, and you can type your description here. Save, and then you can see it saves it right here. You can easily see it's visible to students. Now you can see you have the 3 dots here. So you can go ahead and edit that if you need to. If you want to delete it, you can easily delete it from there. But what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to click under this, and let's say I'm going to create a document. So here you can upload from your computer, you can have text. so we just uploaded a picture. And then if you take a look at three dots, you have the ability to edit, and then there's also two arrows here, and that'll allow you to kind of move this back and forth. But you can see there's a plus here and a plus here. So you have the ability to, okay, I forgot to add something in, so if you want to add some text in here, images, and text style. This is important for your screen readers and whatnot. If you stick with your title, header, subheader, paragraph, that's always a good practice to do that. You also have the ability to bold, to have your italics, your underline, your super and subscript. You can also insert math formulas. So there's your insert math formulas. You can link. You can also add pictures. You can link right out to video, YouTube. And then here is your local files, web content, or if you use your cloud storage. And so I'll just hit save on that. So you can see you can really create some rich assignments. And if you want to name the assignment, just up here, you have the button, call it visible to students, and then the view over here gives you more options. So if I open that up, here I can allow class conversations, and this is beneficial if on this particular assignment there are a lot of questions coming in, then you as the instructor can go ahead and just address and answer all of those questions.
It's that feature right there. It kind of reminds, if you guys have ever used Google Classroom, it reminds me of like the discussion that you can have on an item, on like a classroom item. It's pretty much the same thing. It just allows your students to have a conversation about that particular item without having to do it through a discussion board.
Great.
Janet, are you going to show them how to add an item from cloud storage?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Okay. So here I'm going to continue to build off of this one assignment. So I'm going to show you how to actually submit an assignment. Okay. So underneath the assignment, I'm going to go ahead and create. And then you can also create basic links. But I'm going to go to assessment. And here I'm going to go ahead and create a test. So all this. So here you have the ability to build your test. So these are the choices that we have right now. The essay, fill in the blank, matching, true, false, and I'm not sure how that compares one-to-one for Blackboard original or it is now. But these are your choices. You can also edit your due dates. You have your grade category that you can set up. So if you set it up as a test, you might have called it your quizzes. You have your points. You're able to change and customize that. You can change the number of attempts, 2 attempts. You can also add a time limit. And you have the choice, work is automatically saved, or students have extra time to work after the time limit expires. And scrolling down, so you can see I have 2 attempts. I have my 2 accommodations that I've already set up. So it automatically did that for the students. I don't have to do it. And then you also have the ability to turn on Save Assign, which I'll show you that in, when I create a regular assignment you want to test. And this gear wheel, you're able to set things up ahead of time, have different due dates. Again, you can allow class questions. And this is just summarizing everything you've done. And so now you can see under Unit 1, I have an assignment, I have a quiz, and now I'll go ahead and I'm going to create just an actual assignment. And so here again, you have the ability to add different files with just build text. Grading category. These would be ones that you would pre-pick when you set up your course. These are the standard ones, but these are all customizable. So you send it as an assignment, one attempt. If you want to add a grading rubric, you can create a new rubric, and this looks exactly like it did in the original. So you just customize all of these areas, excellent, customize the percentage, everything. I already have a rubric, so I'm just going to attach this particular rubric to it. So I've got this all built out. So I am just going to attach that rubric. Class conversations. And so now you can see all my settings. I have my analysis rubric there, one attempt, and then here I want to enable safe assignment. This is Blackboard's alternative or this comparable product to Turnitin. Some of you use Turnitin. This is built right in here. So it's great to enable that. So you hit the check. And if you want to allow students to view their reports, you can do that. If you want to exclude it from the institutional global reference database, you can simply check that off. Just save it. Okay, and I must have missed a save because it didn't work. So let me click on that again. Enable functionality report. Okay, so I believe it's enabled right now. And so that's how you create an assignment. So you can see you have unit 1, you have your assignment 1, then your quiz, and then your paper. If I'm not monitoring the chat right now, so if you want to give me a smiley face or something so that I know that you're on board with everything that I'm doing. Awesome, I see smiley faces, that's good. I did detach the panel.
The chat's pretty quiet. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat window. Sai and I are monitoring that, and we're happy to answer them. And they'll be recorded so that everybody can see the answers.
So if I want to take the paper here, and you can see easily that it's hidden from students, if I want to make it available, I just hit visible to students. On the paper 1, I can use the drop down. I can do conditional availability. I know a lot of folks are interested in conditional availability. So here in Blackboard Ultra, there's 2 ways to do it: date and time and performance. So if I choose date and time, obviously you can make it shown after a particular date or hide it. at your particular date. You probably want it to be visible to students. If I uncheck that and make it performance-based, then this would be contingent on these items here. So either a previous assignment that you had done, and that would open up this particular assignment, could be based on attendance or overall grade. So those are your choices for additional availability. Now, I'm going to, again, build some more content here. And I'm going to go over to Content Market. Content Market is where your connections to your adaptive platforms will be, like McGraw-Hill and Pearson. You'll find that here. Also, there's Turn It In here that we'll be having, and I believe we'll have Turn It In for another year. But if you use Blackboard, we really encourage you to use Safe Sign. So that's your content market. The other area I wanted to show you is your cloud storage. This is really, really exciting. Let's see, mine is syncing with Google Drive. So it syncs directly to Google Drive. So you create your documents in Google Drive, and then you can just go ahead and attach documents. And so I just selected this workshop PDF that was in my Google Drive, and there it is. It's right there. I'm ready to make it available to students. All I have to do is use the drop down and make it available to students. And it also does Box and other stuff. I just, for some reason, stuck here. So maybe if I go back out to accounts, there we go. So you can see, you can also, if you use Box or Dropbox, Google Drive, you can sync everything up automatically. So that is a really, really huge feature. Because I know we're at Google School, we all use the Google tools. So the cloud storage is huge. What else? The copy content. When I click on copy content, this gives me all of my courses that I'm an instructor in. So I have the ability to click into any of these courses and copy the content. If you ask for your content to be copied over from your original course to the Ultra course, sometimes things won't make it over quite right. And what we found is if you come to this copy content, you'll actually be able to get your assignments, quizzes, and everything, and import them right into here. So that's kind of, I guess it's like the content collection, except it's divided up and it's nice by all your courses. So if you know I teach that in that particular course, you can go grab that information. So that's another area. And then there's the regular content collection, which is organized, I believe, just the way, yeah. So this looks very familiar to me if you're familiar with Blackboard. So I really like the copy content. It's much neater, unless you know specifically what you're looking for and how you're going to find it. So I know that it's just about 2:40. Seems like the question area has been kind of quiet. So let's see. I'm going to try and throw out a poll with, let's see, it's just going to be a yes or no choice. And the question is, are you feeling good about Ultra? Yes or no? Simple as that. Still waiting for a couple. Don't be afraid to say no. That means we have work to do. And then so you can't see the response. And now I can show the responses. And I think that you can see them. Can you see the responses?
You can see them, Janet.
Okay, great. I'm not sure. Anyway, if folks are not feeling comfortable and want to work one-on-one, myself and Karen, more, the not sure option. Love it. All right. Yeah, you're right. This is the first time some of you have seen this, and it can be really overwhelming, but it really is very, very easy to do, and very easy to navigate. That's everything that I had. If anyone would like to open up, ask any questions, I'd love to take your questions. If not, if you could think over the content that I went over, and just post one feature or workflow that you're most excited about that you heard in today's session. And then also, if you still have a burning question that wasn't answered.
We can transfer your courses from the original view to the Ultra view. Sai and I will be doing that as soon as we turn on the Ultra base navigation. We can't really do it until we actually make it active. So as soon as that happens, we'll get working on that. And it'll be a one-by-one thing.
Maybe asking block transfer.
That's the answer. I think if we're going to transfer, the original transfer of your content is going to be by us because it needs to be converted. And then after it's converted, what you'll see is Janet showed you that conversion acceptance area. You'll be able to see what went over and what you might need to work on. And you can keep your course locked down very easily until you're ready to have it view by your students. So we'll copy it. It won't be visible until you're ready for it to be visible to your students. Janet, the rubric question: will rubrics created in other courses transfer over?
That's a great question. I don't think that's something that we've tested. And like I said, that area that I showed you here is very important. I was working with the instructor over the summer too, and some of their tests or quizzes didn't go over correctly. So we simply went to the copied content, and that had all the content in that particular course. So I would think if it did not come over in the conversion, you should be able to go and grab it.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying that the rubrics will transfer. The functionality is very similar. It's not a massive overhaul. It's a massive overhaul on how easy it is to use, but not on the underlying functionality. So I don't anticipate any major issues there. And Sai says that they did transfer successfully in his testing, so that's good.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Who's excited? I'm excited. Me. That's a good question, Cynthia. The faculty senate, the board of trustees, courses like that are going to just stay in the original view until further notice. So I've already kind of viewed the new, just the ultra base navigation with the folks in the president's office so that they're prepared for that change to their BOT site. We can do the same for the faculty senate. But yes, enrollments will not be affected at all by any of this change. So enrollments will stay the same. They will all be there. Yes. Yes, you will see, that's a good question. So it'll be the regular Blackboard site, just like you go to today, and you'll click on your course, and if it's an ultra course, it'll look just like what Janet has here, and if it's still in the original view. Janet, can you bring up the original view course real quick, just to show them one more time?
Yep.
Thanks. So you'll have your regular, the navigation will look just like that on the left-hand side, and when you click on your course, it will look like the old platform, just like it does now. Everything is going to be in one site. And then eventually, obviously, over the next 12 months, the goal is to convert just about everything over to the new course view. But it's going to take some time, especially for like those sites like the Faculty Senate and POT. It's going to take a little longer before we're there, before we're ready to convert that over. So for now, those are just going to stay just like they are. And the only thing that will change is the outer navigation. Ms. Vicky, you can feel free to unmute yourself if you want to, talk over the audio. That's okay.
Yeah, it is, because we don't have that.
Yeah. Those are all really good questions. Any other questions?
Great. Thank you, everyone, for attending. I will make sure that this recorded session is sent out to you. And then we'll have our next session in 2 weeks, August 9th. And that one will be from 1 to 1:45. And that will be on course communication. And please don't hesitate to reach out before then.